WSOU Indie Station live with Anesh from KMFDM. Want to welcome you to the station, Anesh. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm as dandy as a little tyke on Christmas morn. Well, I guess you're in town with the tour, and actually, you know what? First off, does it have a name? I remember the last time you guys toured, it was the Beat by Beat tour, and does this one actually have a name, or is it just the new KMFDM tour?
Exactly, it's the new album tour.
The new album tour?
The new album is a title you might not be able to pronounce, but for me it's like a curse out of a comic book,
Oh yeah?
That's what it is.
I was reading through lots of, rumors and whatnot, comments, that a lot of it, like there was one origin of the title that had gone back to Q*bert, the video game, when when he gets crushed or stepped on by the snake and he makes that little exclamation. But is there any validity to that? Or
I don't know.
No, you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, but we have that one.
It's an old idea we had, I remember mid-'80s, we weren't sure whether we want to be called KMFDM, so we decided to might have a new name, so we thought about maybe getting the signs for for the name of the band, as the name of the band, and
right.
It didn't happen because it might have been too complicated, So we came back to this old idea for this record. After we had 25 ideas to name the record, we couldn't really decide.
They had on one of the many KMFDM homepages, they had like a top 100 list of the acronyms of what KMFDM stood for. One of the most clever, I thought, was like kill MF Depeche Mode, and I thought that was a pretty ingenious one. But just to set the record straight, in your best German, what would it be?
You mean not the Depeche Mode one, no?
No, not that. Of course not.
Actually, it was a funny idea from a friend from Chicago. Actually, came up with that, so it wasn't actually our own idea. The original meaning was kein Mehrheit für die Mitleid. Means something like the masses don't have mercy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's even the wrong grammar in German. So with other words, the Mehrheit and Mitleid part is switched. All
right. Because also I also heard that it later on evolved to no one does more for you, but I don't know if that.
That's a line in KMFDM Light.
Right.
Keiner macht KMFDM. Keiner macht mehr. I can't remember. It's something like, nobody does more for you. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's definitely something to be addressed, because a lot of people, will chat about it, and a lot of people that aren't very familiar with the name of the band, they'll always call it that German band with lots of letters and.
Yeah. Keiner macht für dich mehr. That's what it is.
Well, there you have
I sing it every night, but if I can come up with it, cluck, 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 cluck.
This new album, I guess, there's definitely a unique way in which it was, it was born as opposed to your earlier records. A lot of it had to do with, like a very modern communication technique. And do you want to?
Yeah, of course. Considered to the record before, we had to finally the opportunity to have similar setups at home for Günther, Sasha, and myself. Talking about the computer, the software, the instruments. So we were able to send cartridges or discs back and forth. So there was a lot of pre-production involved in this album, and we started with a jam session in Seattle, November last year. We all came together, including Bill Rieflin and Michelle, a friend from ours from Paris. So we jammed along a little. Everybody brought a little loop and a little pad, and I have a guitar for that. Check this out.
Right. A little something for.
Yeah, exactly. Became up with like 8 basic tracks, and then I took 3 tracks home. Günther took 3 tracks home, and Sasha took 3 tracks home, and we erected an entire song on the tracks we had. So then we came back together, figured out what we have, and split again. Wrote most of the vocals at home. Came back together. So there was a lot of pre-production, and that's maybe another reason why there's not many guitar. I'm saying.
Right.
So there is guitar, of course, but
right.
It's like not that super loud. And for example, on Nihil.
Yeah. Definitely. Was there a lot of problems though? Now that it definitely is a unique method of putting the album together. Was there a lot of confusion between like the the final product and the early stages, though? I mean, it seems like it could have potential to have been misconstrued by people getting their own interpretation mixed up.
Not at all. I mean, the only problem might have been that there was some material was written and composed we actually didn't end up using, and on the other hand, in the last stage of the production, actually mixed down, we had a problem with jazz drive,
right,
who didn't work properly. So we lost some of the stuff, and we had to remaster it and stuff,
Ooh, yeah, minor setback though. I guess we'll get into the second track off the new record.
It's called Leid und Elend.
Okay, that's track number 3, Leid und Elend, and that would translate to what exactly?
Misery and suffering, something like that. No, it's a love song,
It's a love song? Okay. I know how to say I love you in German. I practiced for this.
Say it again.
Ich liebe dich.
Ich liebe dich.
Did I say it right? I screwed it up.
The CH is a little harsh.
I'm a bad German, huh?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I got a little German in me. He's hiding, like, deep in my shoe. I keep him, down there sometimes. But okay, we're gonna get into track number 3 off the new KMFDM record, and once more for the masses.
Leid und Elend.